Tonight on vrchat Murder Mysteries, our story revolves around a Mr. Wilson, a average Joe like the rest of us, but this Joe was capable of murder.
Hey, Wilson, do you have a moment? Of course, what's up? I want to see you in my office when you have a moment.
Little did they know this would start a chain reaction that would lead to murder.
You wanted to see me, sir? Oh, yes, have a seat. Now, Wilson, the reason why I called you in here today is to talk about your performance. You haven't made your quotas this month. Last month you haven't made your quotas. And the month before that, you haven't made your quotas. I'm in a terrible position where I have to finally do something about it. Listen, sir, I know I can improve. You just gotta give me a chance. I know. You've said that the last 2 times, and I covered for you and gave you those chances, but this time it's just out of my hands. You are fired.
The recently fired Mr. Wilson started his drive home with a lot on his mind, but he knew that he would be going home to a loving wife. But little did he know that bad news awaited for him soon as he got home.
Hello, honey. How was your day? Terrible. I got fired today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I just want to say... I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. I have to say this now, even though you got your bad news today. I want a divorce. What? What? How dare you? Back out on our marriage. That's it. You're gonna get it.
And got it she did. The news of the divorce was the last straw for Mr. Wilson for him to commit murder. Now with the recently deceased wife of Mr. Wilson, all he had to do was dispose of the body. Mrs. Wilson's body was found a week later by a sailing enthusiast.
After we found Mrs. Wilson's dead body, we brought Mr. Wilson in for questioning. Mr. Wilson seemed unresponsive. He almost like he didn't care that his wife was dead. When we asked, did you know your wife was gone? Why you didn't report it? He just didn't have an answer. He just stared blankly. We did drug tests, but they all came back negative, so that is when we suspected that he was the murderer. But we didn't have any proof at the time, so we had to let him go. And so we brought our investigation to the shoreline. We spent multiple days combing it for any form of evidence, and we couldn't find anything. So what we decided to do is get a warrant for a search of not only his house, but also his car. And what we found is that the murder weapon was in his car and with Mrs. Wilson's blood still on the murder weapon.
Mr. Wilson was found guilty of murder and was sentenced to life in prison. This just goes to show that an average Joe like the rest of us is capable of murder. Until next time, this was Murder Mysteries.